Welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us, Jude and Barbara from Dunedin, and my name is Pip Oxlade, as you probably know, and I've had a wonderful time marking everybody's case studies alongside Barbara, who you'll meet in a second. And we have just run our first facilitators Skype session from somewhere over the rainbow in Whatawhata, and we've had a wonderful time over the past, well, it's gone on for a couple of hours now, and we've learnt lots and exchanged lots. And so over to Jude and Barbara, who are going to say who they are and what they are with being in colour, and we're going to just give you some idea of how you can benefit from tapping into these sessions. Over to you, girls.
Hello, my name is Barbara Dixon Grant, and I'm presently sitting here with Jude at her lovely little beach home in Warrington.
Welcome.
Hi, I'm Jude Miller, and I'm a level 1 facilitator. I've been doing the course since, I don't know now, actually, a year or so, and using my what I've learnt in my workplace as a support person, mental health.
Cool. Thank you, Jude. And Barbara, do you want to add anything about your role?
Yes, I've been working with the Being in Colour process now for, I think it's about, from the time I first started in Queenstown, about 3 years. And I have worked through the levels, and I am a teacher of level 1, and I just find it such a privilege to be able to work with this very new magical process.
Thank you. So we've just started off today with part 1 session, which the facilitators are going to have access to, where we just updated where we were with being in colour and how to promote it and how to get it out more. And I'm going to invite any facilitators who would like to benefit from a one-to-one with me to upskill, to hear about how to do Skype sessions, Skype consultations, and maybe have a update on the evolved 10-card process. Please just let us know and we can link in. So Jude and Barbara, tell me first of all about part 1, which was where we covered the how to get us out there, the toolkit prices, and so on.
I found it fascinating to realise the amount of work and loving energy that went into creating the cards when so many people were hand sorting them. I knew that they had been made here in New Zealand, but didn't realise the amount of hands-on work that went into them. I think it just adds to the magic and the absolute invaluableness of the cards.
Thank you. Jude, how did you find that first session? Was it interesting for you?
Oh yes, it was. It was very interesting. I just found that whole process of how the cards were created and manufacturing of them was really interesting. The fact that it's made with so much love. All the people involved have put their loving energy into it. Yeah.
Thank you. And of course, the facilitators who are going to link in with this can hear all what we covered, so we won't recap that. But I found it invaluable, and it was great to share. So thank you for that. And part 2, Jude and Barbara have just run through the 10-card process and also how to run Skype sessions, because the world is a small place and there are billions of people out there, and it's about promoting ourselves and just the sky's the limit. So how did you both find running through the Skype session bit?
I think it's very helpful. I'm the kind of person that needs to be shown to be able to go ahead and take the step to try it myself. And the computer and Skype alone, even though it can be extremely simple to a lot of people, is very challenging for me. So that's very helpful.
Good. And Jude, how did you find it? Because we discussed some points that, different screens may come up a greyish colour, so obviously the vibrancy of the cards will come out and look differently, but we sort of discussed ways of getting around it. So how did you find it flowed, really?
I really find it interesting. I quite enjoy it, actually. I don't know anything about it, but I like fiddling around with it. Very slow with it, but no, I can see it being a really great tool for using the cards. Yeah.
And it's so immediate. That's what I love about it, is Skype. You're in someone's home. There's been no travel. There's been no petrol. There's, if someone's under duress, can you imagine if they just knew they could just get on Skype? They might have had an argument. Get on Skype and say, hey, can you just run me through some of those cards and help me understand why this is happening? And they may just have this spark of insight or this amazing revelation happen to them, and they go, oh my gosh, I never realised, and then go back, and it could dispel or disperse the issue almost immediately, because most things happen because of miscommunication. So, it's letting, people who are social workers, people who are involved with maybe SIFS care, maybe people like Samaritans, the Samaritans, they're on the phone hearing all this stuff all the time. Can you imagine if we trained a team of Samaritans up?
Wow.
How people, could offload their issues at the end of the day, stop taking stress home from work. If they could identify, well, what is it and how can I deal with this? Yeah, it's really neat. Skype's a really neat way to do it, and we're thinking about making 15 minutes minimum for a facilitator to offer the cards. We know that one card may sort out an issue within a minute or 2 minutes, but you can spend the rest of the time running through the exercises in the book, doing a colour meditation, point them in the direction of the Be Whole in Colour meditation, which is free on YouTube. I think we've had over 500 hits on it so far. So just think about the different tools. Got the little gems that you could, purchase an amount of, and you could be on selling, and people could benefit from having that. So it's cool. And with regards to the 10 card process and how it's evolved, how did you both find that?
I found it really good to just go over the process, even though I could remember most of it, to be able to ask questions at the time they popped up. I think that was very useful, even though we haven't got the log in front of us, which would be helpful when people are going over this process.
Yes.
Yeah. But, really, really helpful.
Cool. Fab. And did it give you more confidence, Jude, to have gone through that?
Yes. But I think the more I do it, the better I'm getting it, understanding. So it's something since I've done level 1, I want to be really good with that before moving on to that one. But the other thing about it is it was an excellent reminder of how much information we've got in our little Being in Colour books. Yeah, so that was great to read over those things again. Yeah,
wonderful.
The questioning,
Lovely.
It's everything there.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thank you. And I feel that our next session, whenever it will be, and hopefully more people will be able to join us, because, it's an invaluable time, is next session I will go through the important points and exciting points that came out from the marking of all these case studies and summaries for you. And I think we'll make that the focus for the next facilitators session. But thank you, Jude. Thank you, Barbara.
Thank you.
We love you. We love you. And best wishes with all your work, and yay.